In the 88, watch Bernie.
Here we go. Here we go.
And she's all right after a hard crash, and the caution flag is out. Ready. The wall. Slams to the outside. It's five-time champion Joe. He collects Danica Patrick and the 34 of David Ray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's real unfortunate because she did have an incredible race going to be on the lead lap at 435 lap.
The bumper, but just doesn't get off of him. Right there where you're talking, and you just turn it left and lock it down.
And she had a chance to not go up hit that wall if she just stayed on the brakes and kept it down there. It's like she's trying to save it, just kept driving it until it hooked to the right.
Yeah, at that point right there is whenever you should just, as a driver, realize that this is a spin, lock it down, and you can come get 4 tires.
The wall dry spell for Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress Racing comes to a close at Phoenix. He slides to the finish line while they crash behind him. Keselowski threads the needle as cars crash to the checkered flag.
I don't understand why they didn't throw the caution there.
You can see it right here. Just dead in the middle of turn 4, the car just goes straight. That's probably what caused her. Now, let's see what happens here with her. You'll hear it. Bam.
And you'll see her coming right here. She gets under Kenny Schrader right here, and Kenny just really pinches her down, and Danica spins the car out to stay off of Schrader.
Yeah, she was as low on the racetrack as she could go.
Let's maybe see where this got started.
You just see there, Schrader's not cutting her a whole lot of slack, and she's trying to get on the brakes hard to stay off of Kenny, and the back of the car just comes around. Kenny goes on, Danica goes around.
There, we got a few takes.
Right here, the 51 car, Owen Stenhouse squeezes to the outside.
And that's Yaley, and
that shoved Yaley down. And look at that 78 car upside down, and then lands on top of Ryan Newman's 39 car.
Bobby Labonte involved.
Oh, yeah, way
There,
up.
by that point, she was way up out of the groove.
Got in that loose stuff, and, man, when you get up there, there's just no saving it. Car got a little, you saw it, Larry. The back end stepped out just a little bit. She caught the thing, and then it shot up the hill into the wall.
Transfer position, there's 2 of them right there, with Ricky Stenhouse inside them.
Yeah, I think it got a little tight. Ricky maybe it moved up a little bit and caused Danica to move up a little bit. Got into the 2 car of Keselowski, and into the wall they go.
Oh, it was flat before she got there. Before she got there. Yeah, I was getting ready to say she got there and started to turn in. It never even turned in to get down to the corner.
Hold out with the 88. Still inside.
Did Danica turn him?
Wow. They just got all hooked together there.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell from that
interesting dinner.
Yeah, they were just. It's hard to tell from that angle, but I mean, it's almost a little bit of a replay from the accident that we saw before. You come down in there, you see him on the inside right there. He looks like he gets turned.
She may have got hit. Yeah.
Good car control all day, but looked like got a little bit loose and up into the car, and then nowhere to go for Menard. Jeff Burton, see Martin Truex just trying to slide. This shows you how difficult it is with these cold tires. You try to turn the steering wheel at all, next thing you know, you're out of control.
Kyle and his brother Kurt having to start at the back of the line in backup cars after their crashes here. And yeah, that 18 just goes around.
You can see he's just starting to try to make his move to miss the accident.
For most of the afternoon, lap 171, Danica Patrick into trouble.
It looked like her and Justin Allgaier maybe got together, and around she went. That developed a tire rub on the left rear. She would later blow that tire out and spin around again. So tough day for Danica.
Among those who suffers damage later.
Second, when she made contact with the wall.
Wow.
See a lot of smoke there, but when she came down pit lane, there's a
as quickly as possible and just carried way too much speed into that turn 2. Tire was.
She got into 14 of Jeff Burton just a little bit there. Turned the wheel to stay off of that.
Yeah, the problem is you need to on the outside of Stewart. And got into Sin. I don't know if she moved.
Watch how long it is before the 33 comes in there running wide open. Now, here's what happened there.
Cole and Danica got together. So he's in the wall.
Now, watch this.
Brad Keselowski losing spots. Is there a problem on the two? Now he's got problems. Casey Mears into the back of it.
Hold on, caution.
And up into Tony Stewart, and cars are in the wall hard.
You see Carl Edwards there in the 99, Matt Kenseth in the 20. Danica hadn't hit anything, and then her right front was hit.
Denny Hamlin behind Danica, give her a little shot there, getting in the corner, but it sort of, it's just in that spot. It's what Kevin Harvick was so upset with the. Here is where Danica is, and she starts to come. Yeah, she turns.
She comes down on Denny Hamlin,
left, and there's Denny Hamlin. That sits her into the outside wall,
and Carl's right in the middle of it. Look at Edwards lock up the brakes in that yellow car. All but squeak through, and he does.
Yeah, actually, that's Kenseth in a 20 car to squeeze through there. Yeah,
yep.
And yeah, that was almost disastrous for. Watch this. Bam! Casey Mears right into the side of her. Look at that car, almost 90 degrees. Saves it. 10 car going down the front here with smoke, a little bit of smoke trailing, and the car goes around. And Larry, I think you're right. I think it's probably maybe contact with someone, cut a right rear tire down.
And listen.
Here, guys. Coming inside you, then you're all good. No caution yet. Keep rolling. Caution is out.
Gets loose. Down she went. Again, we've heard all night that Junior's had trouble with brakes. So when Danica got a little bit free, could Junior not get slowed down and he got into the back of her? That could have.
Turns 3 and 4, goes to accelerate. Car just gets away from her. She has to chase it up the racetrack and ends up with heavy contact.
Yeah, that's a backup car. Remember, Jeff, she also had an accident qualifying, so that's the second car of the weekend for Danica.
She goes. Didn't look like there was contact there, but could have been earlier.
Yeah, I have to believe there was contact the way she turned around quickly. Here comes David Ray. Nowhere to go. He did nothing wrong.
They wrecked behind him. The green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out. Now the
this is the 38, running the 10 all the way up the track, and then Danica into the wall. And now most recently,
looks like a replay in opposite positions. The 10 gets behind the 38, runs the 38 up the racetrack.
Chases the 38 up the racetrack, and then around she goes.
A lot of movement of these cars down the back straight. We see Danica in the 10 right there. There she goes down on the inside. That car really got light. The wheels come off the ground. Roof flip.
Wow.
Push it back down.
Casey Kane. Looks like Casey went to go tuck in behind her and just misjudged it. Got into her right rear, turned her into the wall. Hard impact.
Man, right down the straightaway here. Woo.
All right, let's ride along. Oh, gosh.
Hold the brake. There's obviously oil down. Going to take out her teammate Tony Stewart as well.
Unbelievable. 2 teammates.
Here comes Danica.
Off turn 4. You see it start smoking.
And look at the 1 car gets into the oil, and then he hits the wall. Extreme.
5th car back.
I think somebody makes contact with. McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
And no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
He gets loose, and the 44 gets to his left rear, makes him even looser, and he comes up and makes contact, the 10 of Danica, and then she barely clips
those 2.
And a bump there by the 48, the back bumper of Jamie McMurray. 78 of Martin Truex Jr. caught up. Danica Patrick also. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. Brian Scott up on the hood of the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Chris Buescher, 23-year-old out of Prosper, Texas, was in.
He snuck to the outside of the 48, getting into turn 3, and the 6 tried to go to the inside. Just not enough room to make it 4 wide right there.
And Mike, I know you won't. The cars are the most difficult. Patrick going down into 3. Ooh, Denny
gets a little loose.
Yeah, he just shot up. He shot up the hill.
Oh, and then Earnhardt got into the back.
Big run, tries to go to the center, make it 3 wide. Danica just didn't have any idea that he was going to do that. Comes up and makes contact. You know, it was not something that was intentional. He was just trying to push and help, but it actually even got A.J. Allmendinger turned around as also.
Wow, look at
big
Danica.
Impact by Danica into that inside wall.
Heck of a lick.
Oh man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that.
Oh man, what a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to.
Cut down a right front tire. Went way high up in turn number 4, and she was able to get that car back to pit road and make repairs. But she's gone 2 laps down. We believe here she's already been into the wall, and going up into 3, you'll see a shower of sparks.
Yeah, carrying a good bit of speed into that corner with that tire down, and it just finally lets go all the way down on the inner liner. Didn't hit the wall there. Sideways right here coming off turn 4.
The pretty nice run. Yeah, she had nowhere to go.
Bubba Wallace got into the back of the 19 of Suarez and shot him over into Danica.
Yeah, after there was contact between Suarez and Danica. Oh, they were 3 wide.
Yeah.
Is that Larson and Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Yeah.
Forces him into Danica, turns her around.
And that's the caution flag.
And she,
bam.
Man, backs right into
Stenhouse. I'm sure Stenhouse thought she would lock it down and keep it up. But not that you have that much control when your car's out doing what hers is doing. But I know that's what he thought was going to happen.
Danica Patrick is going to come out of her pit stall. Slew it sideways a bit. Whoops.
I can't explain that one.
Yeah, and Clint.
It looked like the 33 car of Brian Scott, something. And watch Danica right there.
And Danica Patrick.
Ooh, Danica just gets, she gets loose up off of 2 over there and slams into the side of poor old Parker that he was just going by minding his own business.
Make contact.
Ricky Stenhouse down to the inside, then Almirola, but don't think there was any contact there.
I don't either.
No, I don't think there was any contact.
I think if Danica hadn't been there, Tony might have been able to save it, but she couldn't. That was her line. She was coming off the corner racing. It wasn't like she did anything wrong. It's just that if she hadn't been there, he might have been able to save that thing. Did quite a bit of damage to the right front of that 15.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the 43 of Almirola get inside Danica. Danica's trying to get it slowed down. She's got Menard on her inside and the 32.
She cut right across Bobby Labonte's nose.